So I've got the table saw set up out here. Got the fence set, and what I'm going to do is just cut the sides of the drawer right in here, just to remove this piece, so I can get this inner floating bottom out, because that needs to be cut at a slightly different dimension than the overall length of the drawer. So I've got the saw set up just to cut this, and I'll get started on that now. So you can see what happened here. I removed that piece, and I think I can just remove these with a chisel or something. They have 3 little pins in there and a little bit of glue. What I needed to do is get this out of there first, because this will be cut to a different dimension. And so I'm going to go do all 3 of the drawers the same way. Cutting the back and then removing the bottoms. So the next step, I have to remove the piece of trim here that's left over. And it's not held on very securely. It's got 3 pins in it, and maybe a little adhesive. So the next thing I need to do is stabilize the 3 pieces of this drawer so I can run it through a saw without it falling apart. So I've cut a 2x4 here that I can temporarily install in there. And there's my cut line somewhere in there, so I'm just going to be behind that. And so I'm just going to drill a hole here and sink in a screw temporarily. Just so I can run it through the saw. So now this is stable enough where I can set it up and run it through the saw. So the final bit of trimming is to do the bottoms. And I'm going to go a quarter more than the mark there. So I've got the drawers cut down now. Next thing I'm going to do is just put it together. These three sides were already attached. I didn't bother with that. I'm just going to slide in the bottom here. And the bottom floats. In this case it's an MDF. These are kind of budget drawers. This is the back here. It sits down in there like that. And what I'm going to use to attach it is this Bostitch pin nailer. It shoots these little tiny pins in. And I'm also going to use this Gorilla Glue, which I don't use this much. I'm just going to try it in this case. It says it bonds virtually everything. So we'll see. So I want the panel to float slightly. Setting one pin in for now. Overdoing it. Okay, so now I've just got do the rest of them same way. There's a little bit of glue left over. I'm just going to smear that in there and set it aside to dry. And then later I'll attach the front back onto it and install it back into the drawer.